Hi, this is Adios Amigo, and this review will be for the Hifiman Bolt, which are these little IEMs that go for about $10 last I saw them on Massdrop. Although I don't know if they're going to do another run for obvious reasons. So anyway, as you can see, it's a pretty simple IEM. The cable is actually pretty nice. It's a lightweight, flat wire. It's about 3.6 feet long. And the cable terminates in this 4-pole plug. It's 1 1/8 inches. It does not have a balanced out. The reason there's a 4th pole is because there's a microphone on this. So here you can see the microphone. It also has a control on the other side if you want to pause or skip music or answer or hang up on calls. Probably going to be used for the latter two, if anything. So the stats on this are pretty simple, specifically for the headphones. The actual audio parts will include, not the microphone. So it's a 9mm dynamic driver on these little left and right channel. It says max input is 5 milliwatts. It has an impedance of 16 ohms. A sensitivity of 91 decibels at 1 kilohertz per milliwatt. According to the website, it has a 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz frequency response. I think that's ideal, putting it generously. But I'll get to sound in a second. So comfort-wise, these came with a set of 4 kind of possible tips, silicone tips. None of them really fit me, so I ended up having to go with some spin fits that you see on here right now. Now, once they're actually in the ear, these are actually pretty comfortable to wear because they're really lightweight. The angle doesn't bother me too bad, although these do insert a little bit deeper than others to get a really good seal. That part I'm not super hype on, but, c'est la vie. Now, sound is probably the largest weakness on these things. So there's a lot of grain in the treble. The treble is really sibilant. S sounds are really sharp. In fact, pretty much everything in the upper frequencies are really sharp. The upper mids and treble sound really metallic. There's actually ringing I can hear in the background. Or that might just be my ears being permanently damaged. I don't know. But to my ear, these just don't sound pleasant. Now, the rest of the mids are actually okay. The mid and lower mids and the bass. The mids themselves, outside of the upper mids, actually can get a little bit of sweetness in the vocals, depending on the song. The bass does have a lot of impact. It's not super loose either, which is kind of surprising. So for a lot of EDM music, you might be able to get away wearing these and not tearing your eyes out, but that treble is just way too much for me. Now, like I said, it's kind of possible. It is technically possible to enjoy listening to these if you specifically ferret out music that you know will sound good with them. If you just have your playlist running on random, I suspect these will not be the most enjoyable experience. But either way, you really shouldn't have to do that. A good pair of IEMs should really sound good across the board. I mean, it may not be the best, but it shouldn't be flat unpleasant, like to the point where you just want to take them out of your ears. That's a bad sign. And there's other options that just get everything better. In the price point, I haven't tried too much, to be honest, in $10, but frankly, I would save up for the extra $40 and just go for like the Massdrop New Force EDC or something. For those interested in using these as just like a plain headset for like smartphone calls or something, you want a better mic or just a way to get some privacy in a call instead of using speakerphone and not having to hold the phone up to your ear, I'll include a recording using the mic just so you can get an idea of what it sounds like. As a headset, it wouldn't be the worst. I mean, I wouldn't use it for like watching movies or anything like that, but if it's just for phone calls or something, just to get a little bit of extra privacy and isolation, that I can see that. And for $10, That's... It's hard for me to say much more than that. I mean, for $10, sigh. That's kind of my conclusion right there. So I hope you enjoyed this kind of brief review. Hopefully next time it'll be better news. Have a good day, y'all. This is a recording with the Massdrop and Hifiman Bolt. The IEMs are inserted into my ears to estimate microphone distance from the mouth, the speaker, and I'm talking at a normal volume. Sally sells seashells on the seashore, but Peter picks pickled peppers. Either way, it sounds like fun. How does it sound?